Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the quarterfinals Mappool showcase. The boys are back in town. It's the same, the usual three. How's it going?
Gaming.
Gaming. We did just see some pretty good gaming in that last match.
That's true. That was a pretty good match. I also got my perfect pick'em result in that one. Join pick'ems, guys. Even if you're late.
All right. So, as usual, anything of mention before we get into a half slash?
Yeah, so last week was a little weird as far as the pool came along, and I like to actually say that quarterfinals pool is probably going to be pretty different, right? So something from last year that was really noted was that people wanted to see more variety, and so we're hitting people with a variety, so you're going to get some different stuff this week.
Yeah, and two other things that we'd probably like to mention before we get started. First of all, this is the first round that is going to be objectively harder than qualifiers. So we're going to start to see some skill cap gaming come in, some true displays of skill starting with this round. And second of all, what I'm excited to say is that this will be the first round with a different format, with the actual set format. So we'll be playing best of threes of sets that are best of 7. So going to have a little more strategy with this one too.
Can't wait for all the teams to be confused again.
Hey, well, this is kind of why we made the change, right? So less teams would have to deal with the confusion. We're only down to, we're into quarterfinals, so there's just not as many teams left. So,
well, that's fair enough. So, I think we're pretty good to start. So, let's get right into No Mod 1. You want to talk about this one?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Oh, that's kind of loud. Oh. So here we have Error by ASCII. Not the one that's like Love, not the same song as the Love set, but honestly, this is kind of a unique No Mod 1. It's definitely very different from the other ones that we've had so far. On the higher BPM side, with some a lot of more dynamic sliders and jumps in this one.
Yeah, this one's definitely more consistency oriented than the previous one. I think most of the No Mod ones we've had are raw aim based, but usually we've also balanced it out with something in hard rock. This one is definitely more on consistency. Like it's just like a hey, don't shit miss. Raw aim probably doesn't feel like too big of a step, just because we went for that in hard rock this week. So you guys will see what I'm talking about. But other than that, it's pretty standard. We got the dynamic duo of Nana Abe, Naotomori on this one. So see some somewhat interesting jump patterns, but still relatively comfortable. And there is some tapping. So
I actually really appreciate the jump angles in this map. They're actually pretty creative, like compared to what you would expect out of a No Mod 1. I don't know how to explain it. I guess the sliders are wonky too.
Yeah. Definitely not your not a No Mod 2 No Mod 1 though, so it's like if there are streams here, don't worry, there's no flow aim. So
that belongs in HR1 as we've demonstrated so far. Don't worry, This map is not excessively long, though. It's only 326. In fact, I believe that there is not a single map in the pool, other than the tiebreaker, that is longer than 4 minutes. Unless you count, like, DT before adding DT, but that doesn't count.
I
Yeah,
like
pretty
this
much.
map a lot, actually, for No Mod. That's saying a lot, because I never liked this slot, like, ever. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice. And actually, like, the effective length might be similar to, like, those 4-minute maps. There's just not really a single part where it slows down. It looks like a 2015 No Mod 1, probably with more wonky sliders. 2015 didn't really have as wonky sliders. Nice smiley face.
Yeah, I think that's kind of spot on for the patterning though. Like these are not like the farmiest graveyard loved type map jumps like that you would normally see. So, but at the same time, there's not really like wide angles or any of that crap. So, yeah, 2015 sounds spot on for this.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, I personally am a big fan of those types of jumps. Just that is the era that I started playing in. So.
Yeah, I mean, our boomerisms are are kind of rubbing off on the mappers here, huh?
Maybe, just maybe.
Not an insignificant amount of streams in that one either, but none of them are particularly super space. So I mean, it's a great all around map in my opinion.
Yep.
I didn't even notice that was 206 BPM. Honestly, it didn't feel that fast. Probably not an issue though.
Yep.
All right. Well, that wraps up No Mod 1. Let's get into the next pick now. No Mod 2, a map by Wakaba.
Yep.
Gardena. I don't know.
Was this from Archaea?
Yes.
Okay.
yes. It is from Archaea. Yeah.
This is a rank map, doesn't it?
The what?
Oh no! I'm thinking of the wrong song. Yeah, no. I do know another map of this song, but it's like full of slider streams. It's by Punayoshi, I think. Like, anyways, whatever.
All right. Well, this is not full of slider streams. It is a No Mod 2. This one's significantly higher BPM than last week's. We have jumped from 185 to 202, but more or less this is compensated by the fact that this isn't really as stamina heavy. In fact, I think most people will find this map to be more in line with like your standard stream farm, where it's like streams actually don't get too long, not very draining on the stamina, but it definitely compensates on the flow aim. Picks up towards the later half for sure, but first part isn't too free, hopefully. Yeah, some of these streams though, like, you know, 202 BPM flow aim, it's there. Did have to jack up the OD on this one too, so it's like OD 9.3, so, you know, if your tapping isn't on point, then you're kind of screwed.
And this reminds me of when Bad Elixir was used as the Grand Finals stream pick in OWC. This is a higher star rating than that.
Is this really CS4? It doesn't look like CS4 to me.
CS4.
What?
When stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing else too crazy in this map, like streams.
Very structured. I actually kind of like Wakaba's mapping style.
Oh, these are some streams. Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are some fun shapes.
Lots of great geometry in this pool.
All right, well, I would tell you that No Mod 3 slaps. Unfortunately, Mazin already spoiled it in chat. Let's get into No Mod 3. By the way, it slaps. It's a map by Altai and Kipalt. Kipalt, No Mod 3, dude. Cephid. Yeah, good Cephid song, actually. I really, really like this pick.
Let's go. Fun fact, I think Zeph is Chinese? Taiwanese? I don't remember. Anyways, cool artist.
This, it plays pretty much like you'd expect an Altai tech, like No Mod tech pick to play. I would say this plays very similar to Mind Disorder, probably. It was a pick in OWC last year. It just got ranked recently, also by Altai.
Yeah, that one was good.
I think also a Cephid song.
No, it's Alchemy.
Alchemy, yeah, my bad. Yeah, this is just very comfortable. I think if you like No Mod tech, nothing bad to say about this pick.
This is not really a real AZ style pick though. Like there's some marked like style differences, I would say. Mostly.
Yeah.
Go ahead, half.
Yeah, I'd pretty much say like the draw of this one is it's a lot more flow aim oriented compared to last week's. I think last week's had more of a slider cut stream preference. This one is definitely more about like flow aim along with those 1/4 sliders. So definitely some general tech skills here.
there aren't that many jump streams in this map, like, and the ones that are not very significant. So this is just sort of a, you know, lot fewer rigid angles in this one as well compared to what I would see out of Real Lazy. In the BPM department also a little bit faster than last week, surprisingly enough, but it's not like 200 BPM qualifier qualifier tech.
Yep.
All right. So there's that one. Oh boy. If you thought there wasn't going to be anime in this pool. I mean, to be fair, do you ever expect there not to be anime in a pool? Like, come on, bro. But yeah, we have anime coming up next for our No Mod 4. So we got Waizuman no Tema by Spartan, the resident alt mapper. Great diff name. Yeah. Very safe for work song, by the way.
Hey, this is safe for work. It's just Spartan's a perv, so he had to let the world know that in his, you know. But anyways, this is an alt map, right? Like, you know, we've seen Spartan before. I'm sure if you play tournaments, you have seen a Spartan alt map. This one's not too different from that, right? Like, so it's got your combination of flow aim, and this one has some snap aim factored in. So it's a bit of a step up compared to last week. Even though it's like one BPM lower, you know, we all know that doesn't make too big of a difference. So definitely a little bit more of the variable spacing compared to last week. Yeah, it's a step up.
I ain't gonna lie, there are some real pain patterns in this song, in this map. Like, if you saw earlier, those square patterns right before the Ki, those are hard, dude. Those are very difficult to hit. Plus, this had to be nerfed from its original state too. Like, bruh, how?
I think it was more of there's just some retard patterns that needed to be nuked rather than like a straight up nerf, right? Most of it's fine.
Oh wait, those double.
Usually, yeah, those doubles were something that was nerfed, right?
Yeah, those used to be way bigger.
They were nerfed.
Those used to be way
that
bigger.
one. That was a really weird experience for me. I had no problems with them, and everyone was crying about them.
Yeah, I didn't. When I test played this, it didn't feel that bad either, even though I'm really bad.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's just like they were probably like twice the spacing than they are now. So people shouldn't die on them.
I mean, you can't even really notice them now.
I mean, you still have to do stop and go stuff. Like, it's still not like totally free, but you know, before it was just. Whew.
Yeah, there's still also a lot of snap aim that's required in this. Like, you would think an alt map would have mostly flow aim, but lots of pretty tricky patterns that can catch you off guard.
Anyways. Is it considered as fine lady rap? I mean, to be fair, that's actually kind of weird. Like, imagine being like a vocalist or a VA for like anime and shit, and then suddenly they tell you to rap, and you're like, what the fuck? Sorry, family show.
Yeah, family show.
Just imagine having to train for that. Although if you're like someone who does your voice for a living, then I guess you should be expecting that kind of thing. Imagine being talented.
Guess so.
Yeah, this is going to be also among one of the longer maps in the No Mod pool. We have like 3 maps that are exactly the same length.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait, no. The other one's like 1 second off. Well, they're basically the same thing. Doesn't
Sure.
matter.
Okay, well. Let's
Actually,
get into a very long map. No Mod 5. Very, very long. It's 1 second longer than the previous pick. Let's get into No Mod 5 by Mazarin, Ectoplasm.
Mazarin No Mod 5 bottom text.
So we got some questions in the earlier weeks. People asking, "Where's Mazarin?" Right, and I think
There
like
he
this is
is.
something like, "Yeah, Legless said something like, "Oh, Mazarin doesn't show up until later stages." Well, here we're in a later stage, so Mazarin is here. With his classic specialty of no mod 5, we got some death metal here. This one's a bit of a treat. This is kind of like, it is everything. It's kind of everything relating to speed. So last week was, alright, 242 BPM consistency. Here we dropped the BPM down a little, and we are now, 240 BPM. This has a lot of long stream sort of stuff, and, it's like, if you can't tap these streams, if you really can't tap that 240 BPM, there's no, getting around it. You will probably break on some of these streams, as the spacing is definitely a little bit higher. So, we've got some of that. There's some single chains coming up that really tests whether you can actually tap and how efficiently. So you've got the single checks, and you've also got a couple of longer streams later on, but you'll see that when we get there.
Fam, those single chains are these are hard to aim. They throw people off really hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Mazarin map. You even though it's no mod 5, you're still gonna expect some amount of aim in there.
Man. You thought it was flow aim? Think again.
Yeah, no, it's just enough single tapping, keep you awake, right? Just to make sure it's like, hey, this is still 240 BPM, you can tap this, right?
I realistically see a lot of people missing on that last part there, even though it's the slow part of the song and it's just only singles. There's some pretty tricky flow aim actually in there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
sure.
this part here kind of puts it together, right? You got your singles, and then you got bursts, and it's like, woo! The stacks actually give you an opportunity to aim reset, but yeah, it's spicy.
Spicy.
Oh my god, that section was so satisfying.
Thank you, Tuna.
Yup. Alright, and here's the BPM change. Yes, we actually slowed down in this no mod 5, right? 208 BPM section towards the end. Don't worry. This is the calm part. If you're getting gassed on this part, you're probably not ready for what comes next.
Why is it no mod 2 now? Dude, bruh.
Oh no, we're just not at the real stamina killer part. Don't worry, it's coming. This is the calm part.
Oh.
Yeah, this is free combo.
I actually have not looked at this map, so I'm scared.
Yeah,
in all seriousness.
Alright. Here's your stamina, right? We got some, I don't know how long these streams get, but there's no break, right? This should be free if you have the stamina for it, right? Right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, this no mod 5 is lower star rating than last week, so have fun.
What?
Wait,
How?
what?
Mazarin no mod 5.
Okay.
Wait, what? Doesn't
really
say so
hard.
on the sheet. Did this get nerfed?
I mean, it had to fit the round somehow. It's harder.
Okay.
It's hard enough, trust me. It's just
Yeah,
lower
no,
star
it's
rating.
hard enough, but yeah, there's no way that's lowest star rating, dude. Oh, okay.
It's mainly because it's CS 3.5, so yeah.
True.
That was very nice. Okay. It's time for a bit of an in-house favorite here. Lots of talk internally about this pick. We're very, very glad to finally show it off. Let's get into No Mod 6, Hella Deep by Ryusei Eika.
Oh god, this is a banger.
This is the fucking map, guys. This is so good. It's insane.
Dude. We actually leaked. Cavo wrote Hella Deep in Smoke in his No Mod 2 replay from a couple weeks ago, and I was like, why, dude? But yeah, as you can see, so much weird spacing, slider streams, weird rhythms. You're just not gonna have a fun time on this.
I beg to differ.
To be fair, this is actually fun to play, you're right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, completely disagree. Very fun.
True.
Yeah, but basically, this is all right, maybe last week may have had like too much mechanics for your tastes. So we made sure to get you guys the esoteric stuff. You know,
By the way-
150 BPM. You know, no one's gonna get like speed capped on this. But there is some weirdness. There's a lot of weirdness actually.
BPM changed, by the way. This is now 132, and with 1/6 patterns on top of it.
Yeah. You can always count on Ryusei Aika to give us like, you know, a unique experience, right? So we're hitting you with the unique experience.
Yep. Shoutouts to Masayoshi Imori. This song is from Beatmania 2DX. Masayoshi Imori likes making really weird club music. Listen to his stuff, it's good. He actually has a recent album that is really good, actually. It's called Decade for All, I think. Yeah, good stuff. Imagine trying to accuracy this. The hacking is as hell, honestly.
I mean, Azer 98% kind of gives you the picture there.
Spider break.
Yeah, that was the. I mean, I don't know. I expected more people to try this map. I don't have a reference point because I don't think I just kind of set the score like Tuesday, then no one beat it. I don't know if people tried, but yeah, I don't know if that's any good. I can see people getting higher than that though. What ended up happening to me when I practiced this map a lot for the showcase is I was just SSing the first half. I think a lot of people are going to be able to do that very easily, so might see some cool scores on this. I'm excited.
No, it's just that nobody wants to challenge the Hidden Hard Rock PP record holder from 2015.
Okay, let's get into the
Okay.
next map now. All right, how does this show up? All right, cool. So, all right, so half slash. You want to tell us? So first of all, this map is by Lusky. It's very short. This is 8 stars, but half slashed. Why are we seeing 13 stars?
All right. Basically, album metadata is fucked. So this is coming from the Yuki Yuna OST, and the producer likes to name his actual OSTs by stars, and then put 5 asterisks at the end for no reason. So Romanized, you're seeing 13 stars, but really it's 8 stars, right? That's the name of the song, right? Anyways, map itself, yeah, the map. So we got to the point where it's like, you know, you've consistently seen like some of the higher BPM, like weirder stuff in Hidden 1. This is no exception, right? Like, you have just some aim death going on here. Like, there are some long circle chains that force some relatively awkward jumps, and that's kind of the name of the game here. But it's mostly circles, right? Like, contrasts a lot to some of the Hidden ones we've had earlier, where it's like you saw lots of slider stuff. No, this is just, you know, circle aim.
Yeah, pretty hard to play. But yeah, I finally we can shut up all the haters who were saying in earlier rounds, this shit is 5 stars. We finally decided to cave into your demands, and this shit is now 13 stars.
It's 8 actually.
Man.
Get it right.
Well, yeah, okay. 8 stars and 5 asterisks, bruh.
Yeah.
Whatever. We actually just made a compromise between 5 and 8 and went for the midpoint around 6.5. That's how we made this map, by the way.
There it is. Yeah, this map kind of like speaks for itself when you see it. Like, it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect it to be, and it accomplishes that purpose like very well. It's all very snappy, all very I don't know, like anti-aim control.
Expect a lot of chain misses.
Nah, I don't think we'll chain miss on this one, but I'm just expecting lots of random 1x miss scores on this.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Oh, true.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
I guess you're right.
It's all just a bunch of random misses everywhere. Like, every object doesn't look like it's that hard to hit, but you realize that it's like across the entire screen, and then you can see how some people are going to get a couple misses here and there.
Oh yeah.
Right. So let's get into the next hidden pick now. It is Goldfish City by Nightcore. This one is also real good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So let's see. This one's just a very different pick from the one we had last week. So it's like, you know, you guys have seen the tradition. It's like, you know, we usually put the streamier stuff in this slot. This one kicks the BPM up a notch. It's 200 BPM. It's a little bit less weird on the aim. It's actually more about just like rhythm, but it has its fair share of XL and decel and all of that stuff going on too. So
definitely a little bit less, a little bit more structured and less, you know, unhinged compared to the Uberzolek map, but that doesn't mean it's easy.
oh yeah, especially this section here. Like this is gonna be tricky for a lot of people. You know, you have to deal with some of these even streams, like odd streams, like finger controls involved here.
We swapped the mapper and diff info. It says mapper Aquapolis difficulty Nightcore.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Aquapolis is such a good mapper, dude.
Yeah, the mapper is actually supposed to be Nightcore, so it's not clear.
Oops, CS 3.5 by the way.
Oh yeah,
Also-
that's true.
Also, this song is from Taiko no Tatsujin. Yeah, I mean, that's what you expect, because, like, literally everything Nightcore map is from Taiko no Tatsujin. It's like how everything Chemo maps is from Sound Voltex.
True.
Oh, nice slider break, bro.
Oh, that's rough right there. Like, can we get Fs in the chat for Cavo?
The streamer getting wrecked.
Oh yeah, the end's not totally free anymore, so yeah.
That's
just
a
don't
jump
miss.
at the end. Wow. Okay, that ending is really hard, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's gonna break a couple FCs for sure.
yeah.
Cavo, like, panic snapped onto it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Probably my personal favorite in this pool. This is going to be a very familiar map if you were in OWC last year. It's a Lassie Hidden 3 by Bandmade.
Who would have thought?
And it plays exactly like the last one, and I have no complaints. It's really good. A lot of I guess you would call it rhythm patterning in this. Like the rhythm just has to be learned on this. A lot of the doubles and the quads are just not where you would think they are initially. Like intuitively you're gonna play the wrong thing, but the more you play this map, the more they'll make perfect sense, and they're very consistent. And yeah, I mean, it's a last area pick.
Corsace.
Yeah, this one's definitely a lot more standard than last week's. Last week's was definitely on the weirder side. This one's like, you know, everyone knows what the kind of map this is. So probably gonna see more picks on this one.
Man, it actually is really good. Really easy to drop accuracy on a lot of the doubles in this map, especially at the end of the choruses. Those are a little harder to like time properly than you think.
Yeah, and the song is fairly slow as well, right? This is only 175, so there's these periods in time where there's just nothing going on in the song, and you still have to time properly. Like you have like nothing to go off of. Like right here? No, not here. It was a last pattern. But yeah.
That's pretty hard though. You need to have so much control over what you're doing in this map.
I would say the bulk of the difficulty isn't going to be like the accuracy of the rhythm or anything. It's definitely just trying to, I guess, snap to those like double patterns. Like they're pretty hard to aim properly because of the low AR. So during the KI times, definitely I think going to be the bulk of everyone's misses on that.
Yep. Corsace. Hey, I see two misses down there.
Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to grind this properly, but I didn't.
I mean, it's very
like
possible.
I think it's like an SS otherwise, or close to it, so I just didn't.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, that is some good accuracy. Nice. Corsace.
Well, it's a pun because, you know,
Lasse. Yeah.
Corsace. Yeah. You guys get it.
Oh yeah, my bad. It's the Lassa.
Hey man, at least you didn't name it Petal
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
every other.
True. If there's any doubts on how to pronounce Lassa, by the way, just go to his user page and you will see he has a pronunciation guide for everyone. So
Ask anyone who's Finnish, I guess.
There's too many names to remember, man.
True. I mean, there are some funny names out there, like that Vietnamese guy who goes by Huang. I remember learning that like 5 years ago or like 4 years ago, and then I saw him playing a match, and he was like, "You pronounced it right," and I'm like, "Yeah, I remember that." Anyways, let's move on.
All right, so we had to follow up the Disturbed Hard Rock 1 by something of the same caliber. Let's get into Hard Rock 1 by Skyflame.
Wow!
Yeah,
No way.
I can't believe I just made that joke 2 weeks in a row. Anyway. it's
Yeah.
Hard Rock 1.
yeah, pretty much. So, all right, maybe No Mod 1's a little weird for most people. All right, well, so we had to make sure that to compensate, Hard Rock 1 was not, right? Skyflame, you know, renowned anime jump mapper. Like, what else do you want? Like, this is as simple as it gets, right? Hit the jumps. Basically, don't worry about anything else. Like, yeah, I guess there are some like slight streams in here, but like nothing too crazy.
Wow, Skyflame HR1. I'm like so surprised right now.
Big surprises, yeah.
This is from Food Wars, dude. How many seasons of that show are there?
Like 4, I think, and then like some of them are split into cores, so like, yeah, you can tell I actually watched this show, so.
I haven't watched anime in 2 years, dude. When I last left off, there were like 3 seasons.
Look, there's actually like 5, I think, but I pretend the 5th one doesn't exist because it's like it really should have just ended on the 4th one, right? Like there was no reason for it to continue after that. Like,
Cooking is forever.
yeah, so you might get aim gated on some of these streams compared to like the Nomad 1, but you know, it's not hard. Like, you're not gonna get like, there's not very much control really accurate. It's more like Space Burst, kind of like the round of 32 Hard Rock 1 that we had. So
I don't know. Space Burst aim is kind of something that you see really, really often in HR1s nowadays. Like, it's very rare that you see an HR1 that is really true pure aim.
yeah, it's mostly because like
You kind of
it's too
mash it in
free.
there a little bit.
Yeah, it's usually just too free if you just have like pure aim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are
Long-
good reasons. And then
Longest
it lets us experiment
non-time
with Hard Rock a little bit.
Oh, some tricky sliders in this guitar solo section. Very chaotic.
About as chaotic as you can get for Hard Rock 1, you know? Like, nothing too crazy. I think there's you have some nice breakpoints to kind of like read them, just because they're repeats in between. So
Yeah, map doesn't really let up.
no, yeah, jumps. None of them high spacing, but jumps.
I think it's very well structured though for Hard Rock 1. Also, Hard Rock 1 also seems to be probably the only like commonly picked Hard Rock so far, like at every stage of the tournament. So pretty good
Skyflame
mix
making
to have there. I think everyone is
Pretty
gonna
much.
like seeing Skyflame on this pick, like at any time, right? So
Yeah.
they kind of know what they're doing for Hard Rock 1.
Yeah.
How does an anime about food have more seasons than ReZero? Doesn't ReZero only have in the second season? Okay, whatever.
That no comment. That is a bait. That is a bait if I have ever heard it.
Oh no, he missed! Rip.
Okay, he did his best.
This is a guy choking on 400 PP,
True.
Unbelievable.
tied with United.
Okay. So something
Oh,
different
God.
now for Hard Rock 2. I don't think we've had a map like this yet. I'm gonna think about it.
Round of 64 was kind of like this, like mildly, really mildly.
Sure. All right. So let's get into it. Hard Rock 2, a map by Fushimi Ryo. It's Haruka Kanata, and
Dude.
it's some Axel B-cell action at 140 BPM. It's very slow.
HR alt, bottom text.
Yeah, basically. So this definitely shows parallels to like Round of 64. It is worth noting that Fushimi Ryo has actually mapped this song before, probably in like 2016 or 2017. So you will still find that map. So, but yeah, this is a MAME control, right? Very, very different from last week's where it was like more about like, you know, AR10 reading check with some bursts and stuff. This one is like, all right.
Oh, this part, by the way.
Yeah. Hits the
No way, real lazy cut streams.
Hey, come on. We all know Real Lazy doesn't map 140 BPM. Come on.
True.
And those are not Real Lazy cut streams. Like, holy crap. Like,
Dude, I personally I thought this map was friggin' hard, but then again, like every HR2 has been like the hardest map in the pool, so there's not really a problem with that, huh?
I mean, it's more of, look, last year we got some feedback that was just like, you know, you treated Hard Rock players like bitches. And so we're not doing that this year. So that's kind of why we have this.
Your
I would
days
say
are
I
numbered.
think this is going to be a lot more accessible than the like previous Hard Rocks were, like in relation to the rest of the pool. Those actually were really hard.
That's
This
true.
is just a
Yeah.
different skill set, I would say. This is going to be more accessible to people that have like ever played Hard Rock Alt.
That's
Pretty
fair,
much,
yeah.
yeah.
It's going to be a little bit more niche, but yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing hard about it. I mean, I have the replay on this, so that means like there's nothing hard about it. I'm not a Hard Rock player.
Hey. It's all good.
Everyone's days are numbered, real lazy.
True. And then the song just kind of ends at this point. Like, it didn't let up, and then it just kind of ends.
Yeah.
You get to this
Anime.
point, you've survived, right? Now you just have to kind of like, you just have to wait it out to see if you, you know, beat your opponent. It's like a 30-second outro. It's okay. You're chilling.
Could drop some
You're
act though.
chilling.
Oh yeah,
He's not
you
going to spin.
could. Yeah, don't. Is that your Corsace? Oh shit!
Anyway, there it is.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
It's close enough, right?
No, I think you nailed it, dude.
That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. Yep.
All right. So I think this is definitely the crowd favorites round. We have another very familiar mapper to anyone who's really been playing tournaments the past couple years. Ooh, and a very familiar song, honestly. So
Yeah.
here we have the Serno to Mario no Perfect Sanshu Yoshitsu, aka Serno's Perfect Math Class. One of some
With
remix of
Mario.
With
This is
Mario, yeah.
Really nice. I love the song. It's like a solid like mashup of everything you would want from this artist.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
this is probably like my favorite map in this pool, honestly.
Yeah. So that linear grid style, it can only belong to one person because there's only one person still mapping like that. Not really, but Reiji Maigo, I believe he was also known as Mariko. I forgot the
Sakuragi.
last name. Yeah. Some anime girl. But anyways, so we know we like you played a Reiji Maigo map, like you played this sort of style, right? This one has a little bit of finger control, just a little bit, just enough to like, you know, just enough to keep you on your toes, right? Otherwise, pretty straightforward, like CS 6.5 grid linear aim. Didn't look too crazy.
Dude, there are literally like 5 anime girl mappers in this pool.
I hate it, dude. I don't know what these are.
Technically, Scub Domino is too, even though it's not anime but a video game.
Close enough.
Oh my god, dude. I just so much anime, man.
You guys need help. Did Reiji always map like Parachute? Yeah. Well, this is not like Parachute. Parachute map's very different, I think.
Yeah, Parachute is only symmetry and only at the center of the screen. Like Reiji Maigo's giving you the full grid experience, even though he does like some of the symmetry center screen stuff sometimes, just for, you know, emphasis, like at the end there. Very different. Very different.
Although technically all mapping is grid mapping, if you consider the fact that, you know, the full playfield is actually just a 512 by 384 grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Legless, thank you.
I'm not sorry.
It should be an option just for no reason whatsoever. Like, they're just extremely very precise grid snapping, and it's just no grid snapping.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. DT time.
Yeah, so we're gonna change it up here with some metal. Nah, just kidding.
Oh man. Oh yeah, no way. Like
we can make Hard Rock 1 metal, but you could never make DT1 metal. That's like the fucking copyrighted anime slot always.
anime, eroge, VTuber, like, you know. There's gotta be a Japanese vocalist in DT1. There's just no getting around it.
Yay! I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, so this is a Honeywork song, Watashi no Tenshi featuring Narumi Sena, blah blah blah. This is by Froz, so Froz is a time-tested anime mapper. You can check him out in the ranked section. I think he's got a couple maps. But yeah, this is relatively straightforward. And oh yeah, by the way, this one's actually 10.3. So last week, probably some people were expecting 10.3. They didn't quite get it, but it's quarterfinals. We have to have 10.3 by quarterfinals. Like, there's just no getting it, right? Like, so that's what we got. Oh yeah, the BPM is actually somewhat regular, and it's I think the highest star rating map in the pool. I think this one hits 7.8 or 7.08, I should say.
This shit is 7 stars.
I mean, come on, it's DT1, right? Like, this is still probably one of the easier maps for people.
Yeah, true. Definitely also a little, definitely less speed gated than last week's as well.
For sure.
Froz is a good mapper, even though I've actually never heard of him before. Maybe because I just don't download PB maps. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's vibing. Like, this is a vibe map.
I feel like I'm being left out of Japanese like romance songs because I can't understand the lyrics anyways.
I mean, look, that didn't stop you from probably playing Glory Days back in like 2014 or 2015 or whenever that came out. Like,
performance points.
Yeah. Like, yeah, PP.
This is also
there.
Performance points.
This is probably like big performance points. Let's be real.
Definitely at least 500 for SS. Tournament mapping has gone too far. Yay! Nice slider, nice happy song to end it off.
Yep.
Not much to say about that one. All right, moving on to the next map. I think you want some metal now? Yeah, we got some metal now. Just kidding, it's Toho.
Yeah.
Dude, you led me on there, man. I'm sorry. No, this is better, honestly.
Toho DT speed? Yes.
Oh yeah. So this has a bit of finger control. We've also kind of jacked up the BPM from last week. Last week was what, 225. This one's at like 233, 234, something like that. So, yeah, this one, it's stamina, right? Like, look at that, like that full 100 streak. Yeah, that could be you. Like, this is if you lose stamina, that middle part is going to kill you. Also quite short. I think this is like less than 2 minutes after double time. It's by Leader, so he's the guy that also did the No Mod 2 in round of 64. So nice and simple.
Yeah, this is an original Zune song. I don't remember if this was an actual PC98 game or if this was just a song on an album.
This is Toho 4 PC98. This is from the Aku's Untouched Volume sort of thing. So this is when he remastered those songs, and yeah, it's a banger. Oh yeah, there's some doubles. So some finger control is required here. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, Zune has this thing also where he screws around with subtle BPM changes all the time, and it's really annoying.
True.
Yeah, we figured that out last week.
Oh, so true.
Gonna need Fiery Rage to look at this one too.
Yeah, Fiery Rage, just tell this real quick. Thanks. All right.
Okay, so there's that stream pick.
Yeah, so,
surely
we've got the anime and the Toho, so now, yeah, no, we can't do this one 3 times, dude. Let's just GT3. Let's fight Defiance. It's Yanagi Nagi.
Spoiler alert, there's no more metal in this pool.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so all right. Maybe we've been taking a little conservative on the BPM increases, right? So like, we look at speed in the previous rounds. Like we started at 249, we went to 255, then we went to 261. Those are like 5 BPMs. It's like the speed players probably are like, you got to be kidding me! Like, why aren't we going faster? All right, we're going faster. 270 BPM. Like, and no, this map does not really let up. Right? Like, there are, or rather, you have some calmer parts, but once the speed sections really come in, you know the speed sections come in. Like, look at that 9 burst into a couple singles. Like, that is some speed. You do have some decent time to recover between the, like, these, like, actual stamina-ish parts, but we got some speed here. Like, this is 270, but this is 270, and it makes sure you can play it, so.
This is Gunga flow-amy compared to the DT1 though. There's way more flowing compared to that one.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's also just got like some triples into single chains just to make sure you're not actually falling asleep between the courses. But yeah, no, I played this one. I don't think you're falling asleep on this one. Like, some of those like 9 bursts again into the single chains are just brutal.
Yeah, pretty calm song. I actually like this one because I'm I haven't seen the metadata, but I'm 99% sure that the instrumentals are done by Sasakura UK, so it's good.
It definitely sounds like it.
Yeah, it does.
I love Sasakura UK.
Oh yeah, one note about some of this just bursts in general in this map. They're spaced enough that if you actually can't properly tap it, you will break. So yeah, just enough.
Guys, we have tournament maps that you can't cheese? What? No way.
Yeah, probably not but doable, I will say.
Flashbacks to close when we had that 270 BPM No Mod 5.
Oh god.
When you can double tap.
I mean, there are stacks here, but those are really just like aim breaks more so than tapping breaks. Let's be honest.
True that, dude. Okay.
All right.
Wait.
So the last DT now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So here's is this some VTuber?
No.
I mean, there's no VTuber, right? Could be VTuber.
There's no VTuber in this pool?
I don't know this artist, but I mean, it could be.
I'm 90% sure this is not VTuber. I remember playing this. This is not VTuber.
Right,
this is
Let's
not.
get to do some DT alt.
Oh, DT.
Map by Yaspo.
No Mod 1 is VTuber.
Oh,
yeah, it's not VTuber.
This is a weird sounding VTuber, dude.
Yeah, no. We hit you guys with, the English pop, right? This is actually so good that Vinxis himself had to leave his coding den to actually go do the replay on this. Like, all right, 176 flow aim, like very inspired to some of the older like flow aim DT maps that you'd see, like think Wing My Way type thing. Yaspo coming out of the woodworks just to make sure that letting the world know he still exists, basically. Like, we haven't seen him yet, but here he is. Woo! That's basically it, honestly. Like, flow aim DT.
Is this the first map we've seen from Yaspo here?
In this tournament, yes.
Yeah, in this tournament, I think this is the first Yaspo map.
Yep.
Let's go.
It won't be the last, don't worry.
Oh, what are we having? Yaspo map like 6 things per round again?
He mapped like 15 maps last year? No, that's not happening this year, but...
I mean, I wasn't complaining.
Some people were, unfortunately. It's just like, you know, everyone likes seeing Yaspo, and you can map in lots of different styles, but... maybe a little too much of him, just a bit. Maybe a little, like, something like a bit more palatable for most. But anyways, yeah, this doesn't really stop, like, courses, right? You have some, like, downtime between those courses, but those courses, when they hit, like, woo!
Man,
Yeah,
this map
a
is
lot
so
of the
fun.
patterns here, I wouldn't say this map has any, like, spike or, like, calm section or anything. Like, you can really dismiss on any of these. It's kind of reminiscent of, I don't know, maybe like an old Kirby map where there's no... It's not mapped like a Kirby map, but like the difficulty-wise, it kind of feels the same, where you could quite literally dismiss any object. Every single pattern is like the same difficulty, you know?
Yeah.
It's good. I like that for DT alt.
Sort of uniform style spacing. Yep.
Pretty
so
much,
there's
yeah.
the DTs.
Yeah. Also, all
Oh.
DTs are pretty quick. I think none of them are over 3 minutes. I think longest was DT1 at 2:51.
Yeah, that was the longest one.
Yep.
All right. So this is going to be a pretty interesting pick. I would say. Would you say this is a bit of an experiment? Maybe it's a bit experimental. It's very unusual, I would say.
I've used like these style of maps before in pools, but
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to describe this map. Let's just show it instead. Here's Free Mod 1, Weekender Girl by Exaptis.
yep. Core CS2.
Yeah, I have no idea how to describe this. It's kind of cool, but it's very hard to describe.
Ah, yes. So, with Acceptus' debut, if you know who Acceptus is, you will know that my man runs it down every map he makes. Like, he will make some weird stuff no matter what. So I'm like, who can I find to make the CS2 map? Alright, Acceptus, go. And so he went. Like, that's exactly what this is. Like, CS2 free mod, like, you've heard of CS3 free mod, here's CS2 free mod. It's very wacky as far as the spacing and angling goes, but it should be single tappable for most. The chains are generally very short, it's just the patterns are really weird.
Single tapping based. But yeah, this is pretty reminiscent of certain maps like back in the day I would use what was that map called? Ring Ding Dong? Yeah, Muff's Big Dong Extra, that's CS2. There's also Azer himself's Dreamleaf map, which is CS2. There was also, there's a couple other ones that I remember, like Yama Girl. Yeah, lots of like CS2 alt BPM maps that are just really cool to use in pools.
I don't know why
Yeah,
people are
this is.
using that,
I would say this is way more complex than Azer's map.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wait. Like,
I mean, it's structured very differently too. Like these are some hard aim patterns. These are full screen jumps. It's just that they're
Yeah.
CS2.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
It's very, I would say, deceivingly hard.
understand how this is 6.3 stars. Volume mapping.
Pretty much. Not quite like large circle incident, but the volume is decent.
It's worth noting this is AR 9.6. Not much difficulty added from either mod on this. I think most of the difficulty is just going to be from the base mod. Like Hidden doesn't really add anything. And the map is CS2, so Hard Rock doesn't really do much either.
Yeah, but what that does is it makes it pretty challenging to play on no mod, right? This map is probably the hardest to play on no mod out of the 3 free mods we have this week.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
That's a pattern.
Yep. Fumo smoke. What is the craze with Fumos? I have no idea, like, why they suddenly got super popular, dude.
Just Toho and memes, bro. Like,
Yeah, but there are more
you need to
people.
overthink it.
There are more people who know what Fumos are than who know what Toho is.
It's about memeability, dude. Come on, get with it. Get with the times, old man.
Fried Fumo!
Alright, anyways. Yeah, this is the map, guys. So
Really long also, by the way. It's like 3.5 minutes. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, it feels long, but that's just because it just doesn't stop, right? You know, 3-minute map that doesn't stop feels longer than like 4-minute map with breaks.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Oh, banger incoming, guys. Banger incoming. I'm gonna let you guys take it away.
All right. Free mod 2. Let's get right into it. A map by Defiance. Goodbye, Shalon by Nekomata Master.
Ah, what a good song.
I will never complain about any Nekomata Master in any pool by any mapper. Always a joy to play.
I don't know, dude. What about that like Fanjin Chaos Eater song, Chaos Eater map?
Yeah, okay. Maybe one complaint.
Anyway, lots of rhythm in this pick. There's 1/6s and a couple 1/8 bursts. Anyways, yeah.
This
so it's
is-
like
most of the difficulty in this is all in the 1/6 quads. Some of them are not quads. But yeah, I mean it's like a low BPM Nekomata master pick. I think everyone knows what to expect. Like just from the song in general, it's always going to be reflected in the map. Like this section, for example, is just exactly what you would expect.
Yep. Nice difficulty name, by the way. This song is featured in an album called Backdrops. Please listen to it. It's very good. Yeah, I'm just chilling music. This is my role on the Mappool Showcase team.
Good.
Let's go. Yeah, this is a vibe map. Like it's all straightforward rhythm difficulty, right? Like
That
yeah,
might
it's
count
got
some
some-
people there, by the way. The pretty lengthy burst for. I mean, it's not exactly fast in terms of BPM, but it's like the only long burst in the map.
It's okay, you can
that's
just
not true. The
double
ending
tap.
is too, I think.
Yeah, just double tap the first 3, and then you actually have to hit the last one. You're fine. Fine. Easy.
That ending, by the way, is particularly hard. Lots of strain. There's a 1/8 stream in there. It's only one in the map, but it's at the very end, so no one cares.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Let's just make a giant difficulty spike right at the end of the map. Surely people will really like that.
Will it really? Would it be an Osu map without that? Let's be real.
Well,
This is
I believe
what
every
combo.
single 100 I had in that replay was at the end, so I mean, take that as you will.
Nice.
All right, so the story for this last pick. So this map has moved around a lot, right?
I have no idea what the hell happened with this map.
Yeah, so this used to be, I believe, semifinals Hard Rock 3, something like that. Let's just show the map first. So the last map, Free Mod 3, Astro Walkthrough by Scub Domino. So this used to be precision pick in some pool, I believe semis. But we moved a lot of stuff around, and now it's in free mods. It was converted into, the map was just so good. It was very versatile. So we moved it down, and now it is an AR8.5 free mod.
This map is freaking cool, but it's also so difficult. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this map is probably going to be one of the harder ones with like any mods, because this used to be precision pick, and I'm pretty sure this used to be in semis. So the base map before the changes was already like theoretically supposed to be harder than anything else in this pool. So this might be one of the harder ones. But even then, even with the changes, we still had to do some recent like changes to the map to make sure that it fit more. Well, yeah, it's really good. It's very fun to play. Even though it's Era 8.5 and what this is like 220 BPM, I think. Something around that. 225. You would think that's a little bit uncomfortable, but the map just plays really well at that approach rate for some reason. Like the map is just excellent.
Yeah, what a good map from our boy Kuchin.
Hey, I think he renamed properly.
Did he?
Point, right?
Okay, I don't know. We've been like oscillating between Kuching and Scub Domino with all the sheets and stuff for this whole tournament.
Hey, no. Just remember, we actually have like a legit person that's still named Kuching.
Yeah, Iljaz, yeah.
Yup.
Man, Karaoke really delivering with the really esoteric rhythms in this song. That's like really the big reason why this works so well, man.
Yeah, I don't know if this song was used in other rhythm games. I believe this is from Tone Sphere. This song is literally the only reason I know what Tone Sphere is.
Tiferet is also from Tone Sphere. There's also some other songs that were like from other things that were imported into Tone Sphere, like Flugel by Cranky. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. By the way, those sliders at the very start and at the very ending, where we just saw a bunch of hundreds, they're really hard no matter what mods you take. Keep in mind it's 8.5 and the sliders are much slower than you would think they are. So that's some snap aim. It's some low AR snap aim, and if you toss on hard rock, then it just becomes precision snap aim. Pretty hard though.
Okay, predict the artist for the tiebreaker, guys. Actually, you guys probably don't expect this. Like, really don't expect this at all. Even though it is like a really popular artist.
I mean, you wouldn't Corsace, right?
Yeah, I guess.
We did have something like this last year. Not the stage though.
No, Camellia is literally expected, dude. Camellia is literally expected. Hey, man.
I haven't seen a Camellia tiebreaker in a while.
Man. Maybe in 2 years I can be the artist. Falcops. Okay.
Falcom would be kind of based, honestly. But anyways, let's get to it. We have a map of Uso Hacker being delivered by Cool. So some of you may know that mapper. Check it out if you like the tech maps. He is the biggest Uso simp I know. So yeah.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a lack of the lower BPM tech in this pool, so we decided why not just make the tiebreaker that to fill in the gap, right?
Yeah, so this is 174 BPM, so pretty much anyone should be able to handle this. It's like, starts off as, it's mostly your standard D&B type thing, but not quite. You'll see what I mean. So,
yeah, it does touch on a lot of things.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It does take some wind up though. Definitely starts off pretty slow, but once it hits, it hits.
It's a long map. You can do that. Nerves. It's kind of cool to see Uso drum and bass, which since that's a subgenre that he doesn't usually dabble in. But honestly, this song is from 80 Drum and Bass 3, which the Diverse System albums. Uso kind of just smurfed when he made this track. And Cool also kind of smurfed when he made this map, I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty much. Some of the easier slider aim is starting to show up at this point. Don't worry, this is still the easy part though.
Definitely an acceleration.
There is some aim control that's kind of snuck in here though, so watch for that.
Yeah. Damn, I love these slider shapes. They do remind you of Probox. I mean, Probox does have, he used to map a lot of jump and bass, and he would also use a lot of, Etna slider spam and stuff like that. I just caught myself using Etna slider as a term again, holy crap. Now I get some wub-wubs.
Yeah, that is no comment on your data terminology there.
Double time? Doubles time, not double time. Yeah, these are a bit hard.
Space doubles, like, you know, anyone can hit these, right?
Imagine being on tiebreaker and being nervous though.
Oh yeah. That's the thing, it's just kind of like, this seems just very chill, and then it just like, the song just does things, and then the map changes, and you're like, oh wait, we have some jumps. Oh, okay.
So this is the real difficulty is just trying not to cave into the pressure, you know? Try to keep your composure up as the map like slowly metamorphoses.
Pretty much. Alright, hey, but it's been built, this song has been building up to something, right? Like, not these jumps, these are not the whole difficulty, don't worry.
Oh, is the metal part finally coming? Oh.
Yeah, there's that metal part, bro. Nah, this is some of the harder slider aim, right?
Some shapes. Wow, very aesthetic.
Yeah. Gosh. So some people have been wondering, it's like, where's the slider aim? All right, well here's the slider aim. Like, it had to come in somewhere.
Dude, this song is like, I have a friend who was joking around. He was like, Usao usually is like a giant meme lord. If you know anything about Usao, he like always does a ton of meme shit. But this is like the one example he uses. Like, this is when he's like serious, and it's a good track.
All right. 1/3 section.
I'm just waiting for the part that goes, hey.
Yeah, yep. Every Uso song. Hey, this is it, Azer.
Oh shit.
Hey. Ah, man.
Mandatory. It's just like how every future bass artist uses the exact same samples.
The door hinge.
The door hinge, yep. The exact same vocal chops. Usao just always uses the same, hey!
Yeah. Pretty sure they're like just stuck in a Vengeance sample pack somewhere, whatever. Usao is also a proud FL Studio user, so I'm not surprised.
So I could probably release a sample pack and only put that one sample in there, nothing else.
Usao actually has a kick sample pack with a bunch of his old like 2010 kicks that are like extremely distorted and drawn out. It's pretty nice.
Alright. That's a tiebreaker.
If you see this map in match, you're probably a hacker. That's what the song's title is trying to tell you.
Yeah, very I found that very relaxing actually. Very nice. It's very D&B type TB, I guess.
Yep. So there's that Mappool showcase. Honestly, things are starting to heat up now. Like, we're getting to the point where we're getting into the real juicy meat of the tournament, and it's only gonna get better from here. Now we're out of the number rounds. Now we're into the we can actually call it fraction finals. No way. But I am told that before we go, we should probably explain a couple things about the format and what's going to happen in the next bit. First of all, we don't have stats for this round. I don't know exactly why that is, but I think it might be because not all matches have been played yet. I'm not entirely sure about that. I haven't been following really well, but that might be why.
I believe all matches have been played, but yeah, we're just not going to have stats.
Yeah, we
for
just don't have it for
technical reasons, I would assume.
Well, to be fair, the last match ended like 3 minutes before we had this showcase, so that might be why.
Yeah. For the record, all of the people doing behind all that, the streaming, the graphics, just everything, are fucking working around the clock to do this.
Yeah, shoutouts.
I don't blame them too much.
The streamer, as well as K2. Shoutouts. Anyways, and one more thing that I did touch on this earlier, but the format will be changing. We will be getting out of the one set best of 9 rounds, and instead for the next 2 rounds, quarterfinals and semifinals, we'll be having best of 3 in sets, with each set being a best of 7. So as you can see here, there's a very different ban and pick order. we can see if in the first set you get 2 bans, 2 picks, 2 bans, and then 4 picks. Whereas every set after that, there will be a match ban in which I believe each team picks a map that they banned in the previous set and chooses it to be permabanned, which opens up a new ban slot for them or enables them to switch up their bans. And yeah, and if it were to go to a third and deciding set, you get 1 more match ban. So you get to do a lot more creative things in the pool this time around. Get to do some more strategizing over the course of a full match over multiple sets instead of just 1 set. So captains, please get your team on it. Get your team talking, get your team discussing, get your team strategizing, because we're getting into the real meat now. And last but not least, I did also do this at the beginning of the stream, but please check out Halo Watchers Pick'em if you haven't already. Yeah, even if you're late to join the party, even if you haven't done it before, you absolutely should. I don't know where we can just show the link. I can put it in the link.
It's got a very nice link.
Yeah, a very nice link. Yes, for sure. Here. And yeah, you can predict the outcomes of a match and the score, and you will get points accordingly. I've had a lot of fun with this so far, so yep. And that should be it. Anything else to say?
I think that about wraps it up. I would say just extending on something that we've mentioned a little bit earlier, this is probably going to be the last round where things are playable. The last 3 map pools are a pretty significant step up. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Pretty much.
It gets real hard. It gets real hard.
Yeah. We're about to get into the territory that I think, especially in the last couple of years, Corsace has really become known for. But this pool shouldn't be too crazy. It's pretty. It's actually probably one of the more straightforward pools that we've had and will have. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be the last time, I think. After that, you guys are all on your own.
Yep.
Good luck. But,
Yep.
yeah,
Have fun.
that about wraps it up for this weekend. So all the matches have been played, showcase has been done, and we'll be back next week with some of the quarterfinal matches. Some pretty good matchups now, actually, that we're going to be seeing. We've kind of weeded out a lot of the teams. And now just about every match, even in lower bracket, is going to be very, very challenging. So hope to see you guys there. And yeah, that's about it for now. Take care.
See you guys.